Thank you. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is entering the final year of his time in office, closing a chapter that spanned decades of public service, from navigating a global pandemic to shaping the state's economic and workforce future. DeWine says his focus now is on what comes next. Tonight, in a one-on-one sit-down, the governor tells Kaylee Marintet his thoughts on his tenure, his priorities for the year ahead, and his hope for Ohio long after he leaves the governor's office.
From the biggest budget ever passed in Ohio.
We've continued pushing the frontier further out as we invest significantly in the people of Ohio.
To a new lieutenant governor.
Jim Tressel, I trust his judgment. He is a born leader.
Tax reforms, protests, 2025 brought it all. And Governor Mike DeWine is looking back on it.
I've been blessed for many, many years to represent Ohio in many different jobs. So I'm a very, very lucky person.
But just like any year, it came with challenges. A big one that's no stranger to Northwest Ohio: public school funding.
Schools and local communities continue, I understand, to struggle.
There are a lot of needs, except was the need to send a good chunk of the $60 billion budget to a new stadium the right move?
I think for taxpayers, though, too, when they see $600 million go towards a Cleveland Browns stadium, and we have schools that are in tens of millions of dollars in debt and people losing their jobs, taxpayers have a hard time swallowing that. And I know the Browns Stadium is a great investment. Could that money have gone to public schools, or are those two different completely entities?
No, I mean, look, the money could have gone to public schools. I mean, the way I wanted to do it, as far as, let's go back a moment, for the last 40 years, the state, whether you agree with it or don't, the state, through its legislature, has given money to stadiums. To either build the stadium or to renovate the stadium. That includes minor league baseball, for example, everything. My idea, understanding that we would probably continue to do that, my idea was frankly to tax the out-of-state gaming interests. And it wouldn't have cost Ohio voters one penny. Legislature did not want to do that.
For what's to come in the governor's last year in office, he wants the focus to continue on mental health services, education, and bringing in more jobs. The state just announced 17 new projects coming to the Buckeye State that will create more than 2,300 new jobs.
But the challenge always is, do we have the people to fill the jobs? And do the people who we have, do they have the training, do they have the education to fill whatever particular job is there?
Lucas County had property revaluations where the average hike was 30%. And it just so happens that there are 5 tax reform bills sitting on the governor's desk as we speak.
When property tax goes up one time 30%, I mean, that is just a kick in the gut. Well, I think the bills overall would do a good job, and will get rid of that spikes that people are seeing.
Governor DeWine says there's plenty of work to do in the 13 months he has left in his seat, one he's been happy to fill.
That's why you run for office. You run for office because you want to make a difference. You see a problem, you see a challenge, you want to go work on that. And that's what makes the job of governor, I think, a very special job.
That was Kaylee Marintet reporting. When it comes to who Governor DeWine is hoping fills his seat next year, he said he will promote the Republican Party and has had multiple talks with Republican candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, as he was the only Republican candidate until Perrysburg's Casey Putsch entered the race earlier this week. The governor said he will need to have more conversations before he officially announces an endorsement. We have the full 15-minute interview with Governor DeWine on WTOL 11 Plus and our YouTube channel.